Hey guys, what's up? JWhisp here and welcome to another video. I haven't done a Snapshot video in a while, but here we are going over Snapshot 20w21a. And I haven't been doing Snapshot videos because they haven't been too interesting lately, but today we have a pretty interesting snapshot. From redstone changes to fishing changes, and even the ability to make custom dimensions in Minecraft, there's a ton to cover, so let's get right into it. Before I get into today's snapshot, I also want to mention that coming out on May 26th, which is just a few days from when I'm recording this, is Minecraft Dungeons, which is a super cool new game made by Mojang, and I'm super excited to check it out. I will be doing some videos on Minecraft Dungeons, and if they do well, I'll be recording a lot more, so definitely look forward to that. Alright, so the first change to go over is actually the Mojang logo. Now, I equipped the JWhisp texture pack so I could show you it really fast, but pretty much when loading in Minecraft, changing texture packs, or whenever you get a loading screen, you will now see the new Mojang logo, which I think looks absolutely awesome. I'll show it off one more time. I think it looks really good. I know they revealed it a little bit ago on their Twitter, but now it's officially implemented into the game, and I just have to say, this logo definitely looks a lot better than the old one, and also, the Minecraft loading screens seem to be a lot faster, so I think they've upgraded some of their engine things to make it run a little faster and smoother, so I definitely think that's a great addition to the game. The next change we have has to do with redstone, and this is actually pretty interesting. I'm not a big redstone guy myself, but I know people in the redstone community have been asking for this for a while. When you place a redstone dust, by default it'll be in this little star pattern right here, going out in all four directions. However, if you simply right-click it, it'll turn into just a little dot of redstone, which has a lot of different redstone uses. Now, I'm not a big redstone guy, but I can still show off some of the small ones here. Obviously, if I right-click it, it can light up selective blocks, which I think is also pretty cool. As you can see here, it can light up this entire thing. And I think this is just a nice little addition. I'm curious to see what a lot of the other, redstone YouTubers and people in the redstone community can do with this small feature. And the next in-game change is an exciting one, especially if you're like me and you AFK fish a lot, but they've officially changed it so now that the lily pad is a junk item in Minecraft instead of a treasure item, which pretty much means that if you have a good fishing rod, you will be less likely to get a bunch of annoying lily pads in your chest when AFK fishing. Not a big change, but definitely something that's going to be quite useful. Alright, so here we are to the creation of a world screen to show you the next update, and that is creating custom biomes. Now, this one is super cool. As you can see, they changed this menu a little bit. It doesn't look the best. I have a feeling this is going to change, but it definitely looks pretty nice. And if we go into more world options here, as you see, we have this new import settings button, which pretty much allows you to import different world settings. So if someone creates a very cool custom dimension, you can import it into a new world or a world that you want. And I think that's definitely interesting. But if we go into world type here, we have all of the general things we've had before, and then we have single biome. This used to be called buffet, and you could customize it, which pretty much just makes your typical Minecraft world, and you can make it any biome you want. Next, we have a new one, which is called caves, and again, you can pretty much make a cave based on any biome you want, and we do have the new Nether biomes in this list, so I think that's pretty cool. They also added a few others, which is really nice. And then we have my favorite, which is the floating islands, which I think is really cool. And again, we had this before, but I still think it's pretty interesting. Now, this gives off strong vibes of the previous update we had, 20w21a, I believe it was, which was the update where they gave us the kind of infinite dimensions, which was just a tease, it was just a joke for April Fools. But it really shows that, Mojang had this in the works, and we had no idea, but I think that this is a really cool idea. Let's actually turn on cheats and go into creative really fast, but you can use this to create your own dimensions, which I think is definitely really awesome. Obviously, I created a giant spruce just floating island here. Some of the generation is still a little bit messed up. I think this is why it's a snapshot. Whenever I make floating islands, it seems to have end stone at the bottom, and I think that's just because since it's an island, it uses end generation similar to the end, and if you actually create a cave biome, it will use nether generation and have a bunch of netherrack. So I don't think this is, the feature completed, so if you have some bugs or issues and it just looks weird like this, don't worry. I don't think this is permanent. I think it's just a little start. And also, what's a little weird is whenever you create the island, for me at least, it seems to create just one island. No matter how far out I travel in any direction, I can't seem to find another island. But regardless, I'm sure this generation will be fixed as more snapshots come out. But I think that's really interesting. I think this is really cool. And it can also make for kind of some interesting servers and skyblock challenges. Obviously, skyblock, if you make a floating island, for a server, you know, you can have custom biomes, which is really nice. Or I could definitely see a cool little, you know, thing of people making servers on floating islands. And since it's kind of small and has limited resources, you kind of have to work together and coordinate things. And I don't know, I just think that's nice. But again, I'm sure floating islands won't permanently have end stone at the bottom. It's just because they're using end generation and cave biomes. I'm sure it won't permanently have netherrack. Now, the last thing I want to go over is the release date for 1.16. Previously, I estimated that we would get a release date announced by the end of May, early June, and then we'd for sure see a release maybe by the end of June, sometime in July or August, just based off of past updates and past update releases. A lot of updates in the last few years have been one big update per year released around mid to late summer. So I just went off of that same information. And I thought we were going to be getting 1.16 relatively soon because they were giving us lots of small snapshots with small bug fixes, which usually means they've implemented all of the features they want and they just need to do some small bug fixes. However, this snapshot kind of breaks from that pattern and gives us definitely a decent amount of stuff. I mean, the lily pad is something relatively small, the redstone is something small, but this whole new dimension generation is definitely a big thing that's gonna take them a long time to perfect. Now, who knows, maybe they'll put this off and maybe not add this in 1.16, or maybe do it in 1.16.1 or 0.2, something like that I could see them doing. But this kind of brings my hopes down for 1.16 because they added this huge dimension generation, and obviously, just by looking at it, it's nowhere near complete. They still have to do their own generation. I mean, who knows, maybe they'll leave the end stone in islands and netherrack in caves, but it looks really bad, and I have a feeling that they're gonna fix that. And so I have a feeling that they are going to release this with 1.16, and that 1.16 is going to get pushed back a little later than previously thought. And from a business standpoint, it also makes sense. I mentioned earlier that they're releasing Minecraft Dungeons on the 26th, and I doubt they want to release Minecraft Dungeons and then a week or two after that release Minecraft 1.16, because I'm sure they don't want people focusing on Minecraft when they want them focusing on Minecraft Dungeons. So I have a feeling they're going to release Minecraft Dungeons, try to get a bunch of people to play that, have a lot of campaigning for that, and then maybe a month or two after its release, talk about some more 1.16 stuff. But anyways, that's just my prediction. That's just what I think. If you guys have different opinions or different information, let me know down in the comments below. I'm definitely interested in that. But that's all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribe. And this is JWhisp. I will see you all in the next one.